Tonight, a 10 on your side investigation into claims of wrongdoing in the Virginia Medical Examiner's office.
The former assistant medical examiner for the central office in Richmond posted his allegations on YouTube. Andy Fox tracked down Dr. Kevin Whaley. Find out what he thinks is so wrong in the medical examiner's office.
Anita and Tom, for 20 minutes, Dr. Whaley outlines what is wrong. There will be some who think Dr. Whaley is a disgruntled employee who didn't get the job he wanted. But he showed us this recent positive job performance report, and he insists he wanted no other job than the one he had.
This is Dr. Kevin Whaley, Assistant Chief Medical Examiner for the Central Office in Richmond, Virginia.
This is Dr. Kevin Whaley exposing what he calls a decade of corruption in the Virginia office of the Chief Medical Examiner. You don't see Whaley in his 20-minute scorched earth expose he posted on YouTube, but you do see him now.
I was bringing it to their attention, trying to get it fixed.
We met Dr. Whaley outside Richmond, and he told us when he couldn't get the problems fixed, he resigned.
And I more or less was what's termed the squeaky wheel that would go down to the chief's office and be like, it's not right.
After Dr. Whaley went public, the Virginia Department of Health initiated an internal investigation to explore Dr. Whaley's claims. In the video, Whaley targets, among other issues, poor leadership, incompetent staff.
Incompetent pathologists betrays the trust of the Commonwealth.
Dr. Whaley targets the Tidewater District Office right here in Norfolk. He mentions Assistant Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Babatunde Stokes, claiming he is not a board-certified anatomic pathologist, which is required by the state.
He's somewhat lackadaisical about studying.
Dr. Whaley says he was ordered by Virginia's Chief Medical Examiner, Dr. William Gormley, to tutor Stokes to pass the board test.
In fact, the chief would come down touching base with me, wasn't making sure I was calling and touching base with him, but to me it should have been going the other way.
To date, Stokes has failed the board test 3 times. Results of a 4th test are unknown. Stokes is allowed to retake the test, but Dr. Whaley says at some point Stokes needs to pass the test.
He's well past that 2 years and hasn't been given any ultimatums or any, ground rules as to when he had to pass it.
It so happens in a recent murder case, Stokes' lack of certification became an issue, but the judge still allowed Stokes to testify because he's the one who performed the autopsy. I'm looking for Dr. Stokes.
Sure. I actually came out and said he's not available at the moment.
We wanted Dr. Stokes' side of the story, but he never called us back. We even left messages for him. I'm trying to find out why you are not board certified, why you are not able to pass the test. In his audio PowerPoint, Dr. Whaley also reports on trouble at the top. Dr. Whaley claims a senior former medical examiner resigned to spend more time with her aging parents. But Dr. Whaley says there's more to the story.
She had one of our investigators use our capability to access the medical records to pull her mother's medical records.
Dr. Whaley claims the former medical examiner was forced to step down due to potential HIPAA violations.
If it's wrong, it's wrong. So
Was
you
she
shouldn't.
not supposed to do that?
No.
We called the former medical examiner who told us, I can assure you, his claims are false, his allegations are ludicrous.
I wasn't the only one in the office that knows that. I mean, Gormley discussed it with me.
We wanted to talk to the current chief medical examiner, Dr. William Gormley, about Dr. Whaley's claims and the internal investigation, but we were met by medical examiner administrator Archie Williams.
I just can't comment on the investigation.
Is there any way we can talk with the chief medical examiner?
The chief medical examiner isn't here.
Okay.
All right.
So is there anything we can get on anything in the investigation? As of now, Dr. Whaley says since he officially resigned June 30th, he is not aware of any actions on his complaints. Are you prepared for their findings that there's nothing wrong with the office, there's something wrong with you?
It wouldn't surprise me.
And where is Dr. Kevin Whaley now? Well, he left behind a very high-paying job, and he's gone back to school to get a teaching degree to teach high school biology. Go to wavy.com, click the story, and click the link to Whaley's YouTube PowerPoint on the medical examiner's office. In the Live Center, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.